It's the end of October. That means two things here in Shenandoah: beautiful colors and bugs everywhere. If you've never been to Shenandoah, Shenandoah National Park is basically a road that rides the ridge of a long mountain range, the Blue Ridge Mountain Range, and it's an absolutely beautiful place no matter what season it is. But in the fall, when the colors are popping, the thing about Skyline Drive is there's all these little pullovers where you can stop and just get some pictures, easy pictures. You don't have to go on an 8-mile hike to get good photos here. And that, I think, is the most incredible thing, especially for those that are not as fit, not as fortunate to be able to do hiking, is to be able to get these great views really with just looking out your car window. So it's really awesome. But today I'm chasing the shot. I'm looking for that shot. I'm looking for several shots. The main thing that I'm looking for is some sunset photos. One thing is for sure, it's going to be an awesome day. Let's get riding. Skyline Ridge is just a road, and it goes right down the ridge of this mountain, or this, this mountain range. And there's just pull-offs just like this. Every so often they have names, there's mile markers, there's a whole big thing about documenting what's where and where the best views are. And to be honest with you, it's hard to get a bad view on Skyline Drive. It's everywhere you look, it's different. And if you're bored with wherever you're at, you just drive a couple miles up the road and you get a new lookout. It almost feels like cheating as far as landscape photography, but I'm gonna enjoy it anyway. And the bugs out here are insane. Another pullover, and I'm using my Canon RF 100-500, and that's not typically your landscape photographer's lens, that kind of focal range. But in a case like this, where there's so many pictures of all the same places, how many hundreds of thousands of people have been at this spot taking this picture? There's a lot of pullovers. I don't even know how many, but it's, dozens and dozens and dozens. But the same people get out and take the same pictures. It might have a little bit of a different angle or a little bit of a different composition. But if you can do something in these areas, these high trafficked areas, to really make your work unique, like I'm doing with the 100-500 here, I can really zoom in and get some unique shots that most people aren't getting. It's just so beautiful here. I mean, like I said, it's hard to get a bad view and hard to get a bad picture. But it's fun to try to get your own unique picture. The layers of the mountains at different distances gives you some wonderful color. Gives you that blue haze. It's beautiful. All throughout Shenandoah on Skyline Drive, there's so many hikes. I mean, you just little, 1 mile hikes, 2 mile hikes, whatever you want, you can find it. This was just a little 1.9 out and back hike called Lewis Falls, right off of Big Meadows. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. I don't have any internet up here, so you can't look at pictures or anything. But it's one of these falls where you're looking at it from the top. It's like 80 feet tall, but you really can't get a good perspective on it. To be honest, pretty much a wasted hike. Got a little bit of a view, but that's about it. So at the Big Meadow gas station, if you keep going back in towards the campground, there lays a little surprise for you. And I didn't know it was here. It's a restaurant and it's open. So you can get, I wouldn't call it gourmet food or anything, but the quality was pretty good. The big thing is you can also get a drink. Here's another one of these shots I was talking about where you get the layers of the mountains. You have a layer up close, and then a little further back there's another layer, and then a little further back there's another layer. When you edit that properly and you capture it properly in camera, that makes for a great photo. So right there is Old Rag Mountain. I have a video where I climbed Old Rag Mountain. It's really cool to get a different perspective of a mountain that you've climbed like this. And it's a perfect profile picture of Old Rag Mountain, which is the second highest mountain in the Shenandoah National Forest. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna get that epic sunset shot. I'm having a little bit of trouble finding a outlook on the western side that, really is gonna do much as far as the sunset. Also have clear skies, so that makes for a pretty dull sunset most of the time, but sunsets in about 20-25 minutes. And to be honest with you, chasing the shot is not about the perfect shot. For me, chasing the shot is about exploring the area that's drivable to your home, getting out there and experiencing what there is to experience. Get off the couch, get off the electronics, and just get out there, whether you have a camera or not, whether it's a cell phone photo or a high-end camera, whatever, just getting out there, finding the shot. It's the journey of finding the shot, chasing the shot, and if you're lucky once in a while, getting the shot.